Hi everyone, happy new financial year. We just wanted to do a quick wrap up of how Chatswood has progressed in terms of the property market so far this year, now that we're halfway through the calendar year. Now, Chatswood has seen a total of 34 homes sold. Out of those, 50%, 17 of those were sold on the west side of the Pacific Highway and 17 in the East Chatswood pocket.
Rather different from last year. For some of you folks that may remember, last year was very heavily skewed to the west. There was very, very minimal transactions on the east side, so now it's come back to a bit of parity there, which is great.
Only 8 sales in east side Chatswood this time last year, so we've seen a big jump in turnover, which is great. But on the plus side, not only has the turnover increased slightly, so has the average sale price. So the average sale price so far for Chatswood homes is sitting just over 2.5 million versus this time last year, which was a little over 2.2.
Yeah, and look, a lot of people are sort of might scoff at that and think, well, hang on a second, we're just coming out of this lockdown and COVID period. Look, over the last couple of weeks, there have been some results of properties that haven't yet sold, and the market has definitely been a lot more turbulent. But I guess the moral of the story is that, especially in the beginning of the year and in the early stages of the COVID pandemic, properties were still holding their own in terms of price and in a relatively short amount of time, weren't they?
Yeah, well look, we're now sitting at an average turnover of 28 days per property, per house listed on the market. This time last year it was double that, sitting on about 56. Yeah. So effects from the beginning of the year last year to the election, whereas now it's a very different market. We don't know what's in store for the next 6 months. Our indication and thoughts, a tip that it potentially could decline further, but we just wanted to give you the facts around what we have noted from the first half of this year. If you had any questions or wanted to know any more about these stats or anything that's happening in the market, Daniel and I would love to hear from you.
Thanks, and all the best.